Hello there, this is Mr. Finnish Talking Hands from Bad English Rex. This time this video is Movie Music Tag 2023, started originally by Miss 80s Movie and Music. And let's go through this, because there's many questions. How many soundtrack scores did you buy in 2022? I don't remember getting any, because I didn't buy so many records last year. Let's see, will this year be different? Just now I feel it's not going to be different, though it might be that I have a chance to go in someday to records fair. Yeah, maybe I find something soundtrack there. But let's go. 2. Your oldest soundtrack or score year-wise. And I would say it's this Ben-Hur, and originally what it was, 1959. And this is also Japanese pressing, as you can see. There is written something well, anyway, number 3, newest soundtrack score you added to your collection, can be your year-wise or just newest purchase overall. I'm not sure. Is it this one? But I would guess it's still this Kill Bill Wall 1. I don't remember. It wasn't last year when I bought this. But I love it. Preferred format to collect. Vinyl and CD. I love both for different reasons. I don't so often buy cassettes, but I have cassette player. Now and then I play them. I don't have nothing against them, though quality way I like more CD and vinyl. I don't buy anything like just digital, like MP3s. I don't buy them. Maybe I have bought one song once, if I remember right. Spotify I listen mostly at work while I'm working. But not in car. In car I listen radio or CD. Preferred for... oh yeah, I was. Favorite soundtrack record label. I don't know this kind of stuff, but I know one, and it's Mondo. And from them I bought once this Punisher soundtrack. It was good price, and I think it was cheap because there wasn't postage fees, even though it came from States, though it was sent from UK or German. I don't remember. Anyway, something like that. Favorite soundtrack that includes both score, music and songs. I would have especially one answer for this, but I'm saying it on other question. So I will say this Finnish movie that I guess I didn't like so much, but I love this soundtrack. Menolippu Mombasaan. And why I love this soundtrack? It's not this score that there is actually I could listen this without score, but there is that. But there is some metal versions from songs that usually aren't metal songs. Fade to Black, well, it's usually metal, yeah. But let's say Mombaisa, originally by Taiska in Finland, and here with metal version, Kuusamo in Finland. Finnish, it's what is it? I don't remember, but was it originally in English? Some other songs. But the Amorphous version, original death metal band, not so death here. Yeah, I love these versions. Yeah. And then we go the next one, soundtrack triple deep, one that you own in 3 different formats. And I guess I don't have a real answer for this because I don't have one soundtrack in 3 format. I have Kill Bill Wall 1 on vinyl and Wall 3 on CD. 3. What? Wall 2 on CD, and I have movie on DVD. It's this package that they were both, and some others also. But that's what I have. Yeah, and 8. A soundtrack score from milestone year, your choice, birth year, anniversary, graduation, etc. I have little bit a different way to answer for this, because I'm answering any Morricone's The Mission, and it's from if I read right here, it's 1986. And back then, in Russia, well, back then it wasn't Russia, it was USSR, and nowadays that part is part of Ukraine. There was Chernobyl disaster, and yeah, and what would I have say about that? It affected, of course, in Finland. We were scared. Oh, will it come also from to here? Can we eat berries from outside? Can kids go to play outdoors? But yeah, that kind of thing. It affected, and it also made and still makes me thinking how safe it is. Yeah, it happened then to Russia, USSR, but why wouldn't it happen to someone else? Why? That makes me thinking. That's almost politics. A favorite soundtrack from your childhood? Well, I don't know childhood, but I'm saying this is my earliest soundtrack I have. So I'm answering this one, and it's Forrest Gump. This is one of my favorite soundtrack. Again, never have been because of score. Maybe I should listen to score more, but all the songs, and it has so many great songs. Yeah, so that has affected on my music taste a lot. What will be next? Best soundtrack score opening title track. I don't know. Terminator 2. And with that imagery going on screen, it's really affecting. Favorite soundtrack score ending credits track. It could be Terminator 2, but I'm saying this time a little bit different because I'm saying Outpost movie. I watched that. It's about war in Afghanistan, and about some base was attacked by Taliban soldiers, and it was really actually it is quite realistic, what I understand, war movie, but it's also quite touching. In many ways, I could talk about it for 30 minutes, but there is ending song called Everybody Cries, and by Rita Wilson, wife of Tom Hanks. And I was like, I was watching it with my father, and my father's first comment was, "Who is this singing?" It's a really good song. After that, I have listened to everything I found from Spotify by Rita Wilson, and there's some other great songs. I'm guessing I'm getting older. Or am I already? How you count it? But yeah, favorite soundtrack score that helps you relax. And it's Karate Kid soundtrack by Bill Conti. I love them all. Of course, Karate Kid 1 is awesome, but also other ones. Definitely, special score. I haven't listened so much, of course, on the movie, the songs that are by the bands or artists, but on Spotify I have listened those, because yeah, I will talk it later. Soundtrack score that gets you motivated. Christopher Nolan's movie, which is awesome movie by the way, Tenet, T-E-T, T-E-N-E-T, Tenet. In Finnish way, Tenet. And Christopher Nolan's have that's by him, but the music is by Ludwig Göransson, something like that. And I listened that quite much after that movie, and then I was watching one series, Star Wars series from Disney, and I was, hey, this reminds me quite much, and then I realized it was also by Ludwig Göransson. So that is one that gets me motivated, of course, like someone already said, Rocky movie soundtracks. But especially this one, because that one I have while working. It's sometimes it's good to listen while working. Karate Kid, you have to relax, and there is also some motivating parts. But if you listen in Tenet and you have to be really fast and doing everything, then it's Tenet soundtrack. Favorite TV soundtrack score, or just say your favorite theme song? Really hard one. But I mentioned now theme song Knight Rider and MacGyver. An underrated 80s soundtrack or score. And I will say this one because it's underrated by me also. Movie that I have seen or series because it has been released both way. And it's Finnish movie, so that's why it's also underrated outside of Finland in many ways, even though there are some people who like war movies who have seen this, I guess. And I would say if you are interested about war movies, you should watch this, because it's Talvisota, Winter War in English. And go to see it somewhere. I don't know where to find it. But it's a good score, though I haven't listened it. So it's underrated by me also, by Juha Tikka. But on a movie, it's at least on movie it's good. So I'm saying Juha Tikka, Talvisota, or Winter War in English. And 17. If you had to sell your entire collection or could only keep one, which would you pick? Easy question. A White Whale, a soundtrack score that took you forever to acquire. And I will say took and still keep on taking, because I would like to have this on vinyl. Though I should be maybe just happy with this one, because it was also really cheap. It was only €3, and it's this one. Many of you recognize this, but it's It is Peter Gabriel's Passion. Awesome soundtrack, and I love this image. It's so well. It's simple, but on vinyl it would be so much better. But I'm not ready to pay, so I'm looking cheap one. But it sounds also good from CD. A soundtrack or score that you are still on the hunt for. Hey. But also other one I'd like to get is Karate Kid. And yeah, I like to get maybe CD, because there would be a whole score and 4 CDs on one package, and it's high price, too much for me. But of course vinyl also. I've been thinking that I'm looking only for score, but just today I listened some clips from soundtrack, some songs there are, and maybe it would be so fun to have it also, that's non-score version. But still I would love to get the score. And also maybe if I find some else by Bill Conti, I might buy it if I see it for a cheap price. Take at last one person who loves movie music, or say soundtrack score with price tag type sticker on the core. But I will mention Naaman, N-A-M-M-A-N, because when he started vinyl community videos on YouTube, he quite often showed some soundtracks, and he went to buy soundtracks. He had movie posters behind. But now I would mention that go to check his another channel. He has many channels, but he's quite often doing videos for this channel called Comic Book Worm, like warm, and he's quite into those comic books also, so that's a fun channel also to check. YouTube is so full of everything, but now I will go to listen some doom metal. Bye bye. I don't know how many questions I jumped over, but this is question number 12, and best, well, you will guess, best movie love team. Hey, come on, my heart will go on. And I guess I should watch this again. I'd love to see it also on 3D version. Is it better, or is it worse? How will it sound to listen My Heart Will Go On while watching 3D?